since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review, another non-hoppy beer review. Welcome to December. Monkish beer review, a non-hoppy monkish beer review, and I am absolutely pumped to try this beer. This is Bret Hart, and legit, this might be the greatest beer label of all time, because it is the Hart Foundation with, I think those are the brewers' faces photoshopped on there. That is fucking amazing. If you are a wrestling fan, I mean, this is, I mean, it's the GOAT. That's the greatest label ever. I liked the Hart Foundation when I was a kid, as far as the tag team goes. The whole Bret Hart thing being the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be, I never bought that gimmick. I was fine with excellence of execution, but I never thought he was the best of anything. He got a huge run, too, in the late 90s. And he was a champion for a while. I never understood it, but he was a good wrestler, whatever. I still call it the WWF. So, this is a 5% alcohol by volume. It says farmhouse ale aged in oak barrels with raspberries. So this is only the second monkish non-hoppy beer that I've had. Over Thanksgiving, I was up in Sacramento, and I was at that bottle shop I talked about on one of the videos we did called Final Gravity, and they had a bottle of Soul Fooder, and I grabbed it and opened it over Thanksgiving week, and it was freaking awesome. Really, really good. So this label says the fullpint.com 9th anniversary, so I'm guessing this was brewed for that. I love me some fruited, I don't know if this is going to be sour, but I love me some fruited sours, fruited farmhouse beers. Is this going to come out? Oh, it is. Nice. I had I've been using, I always struggle with corks, and I've been using wet paper towels. Like I just get it wet and then kind of squeeze it out, and then it grips a cork really, really easy if you ever have problems like me getting corks out of bottles. But I am pumped to check this out, so let's see what she's got. That wasn't too big of a pop. We're using that proper glassware though. So let's actually go do this. Give her a pour. Oh, that color. Them raspberries though. Put that there. Seriously, that fucking label is awesome. So yeah, that's like a, it's weird. It's almost like a strawberry color. It's like a light kind of pale red. This almost looks like, in the glass from here in the light, if you've ever been hungover as shit, like in college, and you took light beer and dumped tomato juice in it, had a red beer, that's almost what this reminds me of. Not a whole lot of carbonation. I mean, this beer is completely opaque. You can't see through it, but there's some, I mean, it's, I don't know, half a finger of like just a rocky kind of head, but I can't see a whole lot of bubbles in the glass, so let's see if we can generate some carbonation in there. That happens sometimes when beers are aged in barrels, but I mean, it's, the head's kind of retaining now that we've swirled it. It looks great in the glass though, so I'm guessing this might be funky. Hopefully it's raspberry, so let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. Oh yeah, that's raspberries, but it's fresh raspberries, like in a basket at the store raspberries. I always talk about fruited beers in general. Sometimes they can get to be like artificial smelling, almost like chapsticky. This is like raspberry flesh. There's definitely like a woody kind of oaky thing going on there, and it's awesome, but it doesn't smell sour. There's like a hint of tartness in there, but this just, it does. It smells like you're smelling fresh raspberries. If you take like a big inhale, it almost gets to like that sweet kind of jammy thing. Like think raspberry preserves. Like seedy is a good. But yeah, there's just a little bit of funk and oak, and then raspberry. So this smells killer. Cheers. Ooh, that's good. Soft raspberry on the flavor, and just a little bit of tartness. Definitely not sour. Just a little hint of tartness. And then it's just that seedy, fresh. Think of like smashing raspberries and like putting it on toast, not adding sugar. So I mean, it smelled kind of jammy when like you took a big inhale, but this is not like sweet this is just fresh raspberries. That's the best way to describe it. Just think of smashing up raspberries and like spreading it on toast. That is killer. It's raspberries right up front, and then as it crosses your palate, awesome carbonation. You're getting a little bit of that like woody, oaky, funky thing. Not quite to like the barnyardy funky that you get in sometimes with farmhouse beers. Just super clean, crisp, very effervescent on your tongue. But yeah, it's not huge raspberries. And I think if it was huge raspberry, it might like kind of take over and almost taste that artificial. It's just in the background, but it's gonna sound really weird. It's very pronounced, but it's also in the background, if that makes any sense. You know the raspberries are there, but it's not overwhelmingly raspberry. Think about like if you drink my kids call it spicy water, fizzy water. What is that? Like Crystal Geyser. If you were to have like a raspberry Crystal Geyser, you're getting all the effervescent bubbles and it's mostly water, but you have like that raspberry essence. That's what this is. This is killer. If they could add something to this, like either, I don't know, lacto or something to kind of increase the tartness. I'm a big sour fan. This beer would be amazing, but as it sits as a farmhouse, just aged in oak barrels with raspberries, this is killer. I mean, this is an A beer for me, like 93, 94. Awesome, awesome stuff. My wife's gonna dig this. I'm gonna walk this inside and share this with her, and she will really, really like it. So this would be a good introduction to people who want to get into sours, because that tartness is there, but it's not sour by any means. And you're getting the fruited aspect of it with the raspberry. So that is Bret Hart from Monkish, a killer farmhouse beer. So I think this was an online release, so I'm not sure people who are watching this how many people actually got it. But if you did, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you've had any other Belgian style beers from Monkish, non-hoppy beers, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of those. But this is killer. Awesome stuff. I'm glad I reviewed this one. So that's it. I'm out of here. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.